What's up, J Fusion fans? This is Philip, and welcome to another Superhero Time review. Before we begin, I would like to remind everyone that this video is not intended for children below the age of 13, and please be advised. So, anyways, let's move on to the reviews. So, for today's Kamen Rider Zero One, we have actually three debuts that are in this episode. So first we have Kamen Rider Ikazuchi, Kamen Rider Vulcan, Assault Wolf, and the Authorized Buster. Now for today's episode, so plot wise, before we move on to the debuts, now we are introduced to a couple of new characters who are Humagears. So they are astronaut type Humagears, and they are they function like brothers as well. So this is very much reminiscent, or maybe pretty much inspired by the series Uchu Kyodai, which is a story about two brothers who aim to become astronauts. So what's interesting about these brothers is that the older brother is an older generation type Humagear, and the younger brother is a new generation type Humagear. So there are definitely differences in their personality, since the older brother appears to have reached singularity and acts more human, while the younger brother acts more like a robotic Humagear, like Izu. So that's interesting to see here. Now, what I have observed, if my observation is correct, so these older generation Humagears mostly have reached singularity, which is why they act more human. So, like if you look at characters like Soryo Hiden, like Waz actually is also like that. Again, these older generation Humagears have become more human in their behavior. So maybe these new generation Humagears might reach singularity at some point soon. Who knows? But yeah, that's what I see so far. Now, for today's debuts, so we have Kamen Rider Ikazuchi, who uses the, of course, Force Riser with the new Dodo Zetsume Rise Key. Now, as for who will transform into Kamen Rider Ikazuchi, uh, it's actually a new character introduced in today's episode. So it's definitely not the assassin, or I call him Dodo Boy, because the actor playing him has already finished filming, and he's already out of the story so far, for now. Maybe he'll come back in future episodes, but definitely today's for today's episode, Kamen Rider Ikazuchi is a completely new character. So he actually has some interesting abilities, like for example, being able to shoot lightning, and he does retain the sabers or the swords from the Dodo Magia. So it's a kind of an interesting callback to him. Well, of course, considering that the Zetsume Rise for Kamen Rider Ikazuchi is the Zetsume Rise Key, rather. Sorry. So the Zetsume Rise Key is that actual Dodo Zetsume Rise Key. So there's that. Now, again, his style is very interesting because he has a lot of lightning. Considering that the name Ikazuchi is lightning, so he is the Rai in Metsubo Jinrai.net. So there's just one more guy missing to complete Metsubo Jinrai. So Horobi is the Mets, Jin is, well, Jin. So Ikazuchi is the Rai. So there's your the kanji reading. So so that's how we get the Mitsubo Jinrai. So we're just waiting for the Bo guy. Now, moving on to the Assault Wolf. Now, the creation of the Assault Grip is interesting. You'd probably be surprised where uh, the Assault Grip comes from. So, like who created it and how it was created. So, this one is definitely for you guys to see for yourselves. Now, what I noticed about the Assault Wolf form is that his antenna look like Kamen Rider builds antenna. If you look at the Rabbit Tank best match, you will see that it really looks like that. So, especially the position, like the right antenna looks like the tank and the left antenna looks like the rabbit, and they're in the same position. So, if you really look closely at the suit, you will see that similarity between the Assault Wolf and the Rabbit Tank form, which is kind of funny when I saw it. So, like, wait, isn't that Rabbit Tank? That's what I thought when I first saw it. Now, but again, we see here Fua trying to force it open once again. I think it's become a running gag at this point, even though it's ironically a serious situation. So maybe that's how it's gonna be for Fuwagami Isamu rather. Well, we can also call him Fuwa. It's his last name. So maybe that's what's gonna happen with him in future episodes whenever he gets new progress keys or power-ups. So it's going to be like that. So he's gonna force them open, but who knows, maybe one day there's going to be a power-up that he can just open naturally without having to force himself into becoming a meme again. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. But nonetheless, the Assault Wolf saves the day when Shining Hopper can't, because it seems that Shining Hopper seems to have problems again with the with Aruto's learning capabilities probably exceeding that of the progress key. Like Aruto's learning can surpass the power of the progress key. So yeah, that's what happened. So we also see the debut of the Authorized Buster. So this one is of course created by Izu with the help of the Zea satellite, and so far we do see it used in its Buster form, so the gun mode. So while Zero One initially uses it, when he falls down, he passes it on to Vulcan temporarily, and it's actually Vulcan that utilizes kind of the potential of the Authorized Buster by using the Punching Kong progress key and powering up its finisher. So that's what happened. So guess a bit of a spoiler there, but that part I don't see it much. But yeah. So for this episode, again we see big movements in the plot, especially on the Metsubo Jindai side. So I'm definitely looking forward to what's gonna happen next. Like what's their next move going to be, and yeah, it's pretty much enjoyable and not really a standout for me, but there's definitely a lot happening here. So I'm going to give this episode a 4 out of 5. Now moving on to Ryu Soldier. Now today's plot, of course, if you've seen the previews, is going to be is about Ko and Tiramigo. So we see their relationship again here. And what happens is both Tiramigo and Ko kind of have problems with trusting each other. And of course, they try to find a way how to solve their problems and keep themselves in sync. So that's basically the entire point of the story today. So I guess not much details on that. Guess it's not much of a spoiler if you think of it. So yeah. But what's interesting is on the enemy side once again. So ever since Precious appeared, so it's definitely Gakirius that doesn't like him the most. So he tries to make a plot to overthrow Precious, but will he succeed? Who knows? Let's find out let's find out in future episodes. So there's not much happening today, but at the end of the episode, Seto reveals something that's probably very important going forward, and it will be revealed more in the next episode. So we will have to watch out for that. But for today, there's nothing much happening really. So I'm just gonna give Dew Soldier a 3.5 out of 5. So yeah, that's it. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please do leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Maybe share this video with your friends. So, and again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.